We saw the fight that broke out. Do you know why?
I do. It was a straight troublemaker that wasn't part of anything, inserted himself into the group that was marching, protesting, being very peaceful. This has drawn out for a little while now and actually took maybe a direction or a turn that we didn't want it to go as far as the distance. But one person inserted himself with another young man. They've been arrested. They've been removed from the crowd. They were just instigators. It is not related to who was protesting.
So what we've heard from a lot of the protests that are happening around the country, there are people showing up that are not from those cities. Is that the case for the two that were in this?
It does. It kind of picks up. I mean, this really died down around 6 o'clock. And then at 6, as they moved on down past Falls Park, we had some other people show up. And when that happened, it just generated a little bit of movement. And it drew more people that weren't in the original protest, and they were just here to start trouble.
For the two that instigated the fight, are they from Greenville or from this area?
We don't know. We just locked them up, and we'll take them and get their information. We just had to remove them first. We don't check their ID or any of that stuff right now.
How many arrests have you guys made today from this protest?
I think only 3. And they were actually, again, they're not really part of the protest. The original protest was extremely peaceful. This is just kind of the after effects.
Mm-hmm. What are the charges for those guys?
I don't know. We were dealing with the crowd that was left here. They'll make those charges. I'm not sure if it's an assault and battery or I don't know.
What are your thoughts on the organizers? They have been pretty vocal about remaining peaceful, not getting in the faces of officers, and just truly keeping it peaceful and not destroying the city. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's great. We don't want the city destroyed. We don't want any officers hurt. We don't want the citizens hurt. We don't want the protesters hurt. So far, everything's went just as planned. Everybody has the best of intentions. Where we are right now is where things get out of hand because people from the outside enter themselves into this type of event to create trouble. That's what they want, and we're not going to let them do that.
As you mentioned, this has definitely drawn out a little bit longer than anticipated. Can you guys stop it?
We can.
Or are you guys just going to allow it to continue?
No, we could. I mean, we could absolutely go down through there and tell everybody it's over, go back to your cars, go home, go do whatever. But again, people are trying to have their voice heard. They've been extremely peaceful. They have not been agitators at all, so we did allow it to go a little bit further.
Is there anything else you want to tell me about today's event?
No, I think everything, again, has been pretty peaceful, and I think that people nationwide are trying to make a statement. We want to make one in law enforcement. We want to show that we're going to obviously work with this community. We want what's best for this community. We want people to feel safe. Nobody should walk around this community and feel like there's a divide between law enforcement anywhere in this county and the public. That's not what we don't want that. They don't want that. So you never know how these things work out or how much good they really do other than being on the news and getting some exposure. What we need to do is find people in the community to sit down and start a dialogue and have a relationship with, and let's work on what we need to work on between all of us, because we're all citizens, no matter what job we have, no matter what race we are, no matter what gender we are. God's got a plan for each one of us, and I believe that God's keeping us safe today.
In some ways, that dialogue, I would say, is starting because you can see the leaders truly being vocal and being out front.
Well, we've been very fortunate to work with Chief Thompson at Greenville City. Now you got the county, the city, the highway patrol. Everybody's working together during this time. Our relationship and our thought process has come together. Now it's time for us to share that with the community and bring them in, and hopefully the people that, whether we form a summit, for lack of a better term, will come together and we can disseminate that out to the public. We're still going to have problems, no doubt. But we can fix them. We can fix them. We can be transparent where when something happens, at least people know what happened and we can be honest. I'd love to say we're not going to have any problems anymore, but we don't want them to be race-related problems either. We're going to have issues, crime's going to occur, we're going to do something about it, but it's going to be based on the event that occurs, not the color of somebody's skin or hatred in somebody's heart. Those are things we can't fix.
Besides county and city officers, are there any other agencies out here with you?
No. We've had offers from SLED, federal agencies, all the state agencies. The Highway Patrol did assist us. After this event's over, they'll assist us more on the outskirts of the city and the county. but that's it as far as any other agency.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Just thank y'all for being a part of it. Thank you for getting the message out. We appreciate the media showing that this is a very peaceful process for the protesters, and I think y'all have done a great job covering it. Nobody has certainly shed a negative light on us as the job we've done. I think it's been very open on y'all's part. I don't think it's been one-sided at all, and we appreciate that.
I mean,